Hello and welcome to a very rare occasion. This is the first ever Do It for the Underground live stream that goes on Facebook. We got coughing immediately out of the gate. That's how you know it's live, baby. I don't know if we have literally any viewers yet or how to know that.
Me either, honestly. We're just this is just some shit we wanted to do. Like, real talk, we're not gonna have an August episode because there's so fucking much still going on that we can't even put it in this one month. So we thought we'd give you guys a little fucking flavor here and talk about, what are we here to talk about, Robbie?
We are here to talk about the DMAs, baby, the Diff Tug Music Awards.
Oh,
The
God
Tuggies.
damn. Say it again. Say it one more time.
I'm calling it the DMAs. I'm calling it the Diff
DMAs,
Tug
baby.
Music Awards. The Tuggies. I was going to say the dummies. That's not the phrase.
No,
That's not
no,
what it's
the
called.
Tuggy is the award. Think about it like this: it's the Academy Awards, and you get Oscars. This is the DMAs, and you get Tuggies.
Right. Yeah.
Do with that information what you think you fucking will.
And you know what you will do. And what is a Tuggy? Here's a question. People are like, "What is?" We've never seen this award. We don't know what this is. It a? Do you get a little pamphlet? Do you get a piece of paper?
Oh, show 'em.
No. Should we show them now, or should we make them wait?
They can have this. They can have this.
Okay, they'll have this. I don't know if anyone's watching yet, so we'll show it later again. But for now, boom. That's right.
Boom. There's your Tuggy, motherfucker.
That is a golden tugboat. That is the Tuggy itself. I know the comments are going crazy, and by that I mean I literally don't think anyone's watching yet. But
I really don't care. We're doing this for our own fun. If that's the case, then
they'll watch it back. So yeah, the Diff Tug Music Awards. What the hell is it? You might be asking yourself. It is an award show. You've heard of award shows. You've heard of Grammys, Oscars, Emmys, Tonys, the VMAs, the Kids' Choice Awards, the Billboard Music Awards, the AMAs, Fangoria Chainsaw Award. Way more specific, but that is another one. So we're having a live in-person award show at day 0 of Camp Zool 5. That is in beautiful Williamsburg, Ohio.
The official tailgate party of Camp Zool 5, motherfuckers.
Exactly. We're going to be there. Me and Fatz are hosts, and we're giving out awards. But it's not just awards. There's also going to be, boom, ready for a flyer drop? It's this one.
Oh, shit, flyer drop.
That's right. This is the beautiful flyer we have made by Drew Smith. This guy's done. If you see an image hit the screen today, it's Drew Smith that made it. If you are an artist that wants a t-shirt or something, maybe hit up my boy. He could, I say he could use the work as if he's broke and needs the money desperately. Yeah, he's just good at what he does, and I think shout him out. But anyway,
the only thing out on this flyer, and I think we probably need to talk about it, is what time should people start showing up for the actual event? I'm guessing they're just going to let people start setting up their tents fucking whenever, because we don't have any control or say over that.
Yeah, it's a parking lot more or less. So I think just show up when you show up. I mean, when do people typically show up to hang out?
4, 5.
Okay, start showing up before.
Depending on the weather.
Yeah, get yourself.
We will be ready around 6:30.
Yeah. So here's the thing, Daddy, which is what I'm going to call myself when addressed. I get in at 4:30 at the airport. Don't meet me at the gate, fucking Beatles style or some weirdo shit. Just with signs screaming. I don't need it. Yeah. But I will be at the airport at 4:30. I'll be driving in. It's like an hour, and then literally I'm going to be hopping. I'm going to be from the private jet to the grounds, ready to entertain. And so we're looking at like 6-ish is what we're saying. We got to set shit up. We got to do all that. Show will start. So here's the show. DJ Hatchet Kelly. This guy's going to be spinning. He's going to be doing
all night for us.
Just
giving that good Zooligan love.
And then we got Mr. Sinful, Alter Ego, and we formerly, now there's been a switch up. We had NGS on the flyer originally. He could not make it to Camp Zool this year. We apologize to all the NGS allos. We did what we could. Yeah, he'll be back. He'll be back. It ain't the end. So we got Scumbag Fred in his place. and it's going to be a hell of a show. We got me, we got Fatz, we're hosting it, we're giving out awards, and I think that's the information you need to know. I mean, on just the general front, unless
there will be food. It is free. I don't give a fuck what you're allergic to. I'm making tacos.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got specific shit you could eat, just bring that.
Yeah, absolutely. Because that's all we're making is fucking tacos, lettuce, tortilla, hamburger meat, and cheese.
If you hate that, go to fucking Wendy's on the way over. I don't know what's out there.
There's so many other businesses down the road. Support the local Williamsburg community. I cannot fucking wait to go back to Terrortown. That place has been calling me by my full government name for the last, I don't know, 88 fucking days.
I love that. Yeah, it's crazy that it's not June. I think it's good, but in my head I'm like, well, it's been more than a year. Like, what's going on?
Right. But I'll tell you this, as somebody who lives in the area, the weather is so fucking nice right now.
Yeah, I'm excited. So I've got a beautiful, beautiful jacket I can't wait to bring and wear. And
you actually might need it. The temperatures at night are going to get around 59, 60 degrees.
And it's been 101 degrees here some days lately.
Oh, God.
So I am, I need it.
I'm not built for that shit.
We got this guy here, Elu Zooligan Topherus. He's going to cook some shit up too. I don't know what.
You go right ahead.
Yeah, enjoy. Go ahead and cook. Let him cook.
Let him cook. My lovely wife will be the one preparing the tacos, by the way. You don't have to worry about me. I am not cooking shit. I can cook, but I'm not.
Yeah, you're busy. You're hosting. What are you hosting?
I'm hosting the fucking DMAs, baby. The Tuggies.
Right. The Tuggies. So let's get into what this is. What is
category?
Yeah. So basically, it's an award show. We did this. This isn't some kind of, as anyone who watches Do It for the Underground knows, we do not do some biased shit. I'm wearing this beautiful Legion Realm charm right now. I didn't give SON every award. You know what I mean? It's not about that. It's about everything in the underground.
Everybody who's fucking kicking it this year. And there are a lot of fucking names. And here's the thing. We don't care if you don't like some of them.
No, it doesn't matter, because it's not about that. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's not about Fatz. And because of that, this is how the voting works. This is how the nominations and all this shit works.
There was a jury.
Exactly.
And we're not going to tell you who was on it.
No, it's secret. Some people said straight up, don't mention my name. And I was like, all right, that's weird, bro. Like, I don't think anyone cares about you that much, but fucking cool. But, you know, and if you are on the committee and you do want to say your name, that's great too. You know, you can tell people it's not a secret, but we're not out here advertising who's on it. There's like 30 people on it. I got a bunch of people.
I thought it was only like 12, 30. Fuck.
Dog, I've been adding people because I've been like, ooh, that guy would be good. He hosts this show that people may or may not know about. You know what I mean? Like, I got people, content creators, some artists, some just people that I know that pay attention. The goal was to get people that know the music, know the scene, and are unbiased and just love the shit. And so we got a big group of people. They all voted. I'm still waiting for a couple votes to come in, but what did they vote on? We're going to tell you today. So, are you ready to go through these, boys?
Let's hit it.
Okay. We're going to start. Yeah. Sound off in the comments who you think should win. Oh, that's the other thing. We didn't. Okay. Well, we got some disrespect in the chat. I don't like this one bit. I voted twice. Fuck you. You know.
Hot dog. You are a special boy.
I might be taking your votes away for the disrespect alone. Just if there's two of them, I don't like that one bit. That's not the rules. But who are they voting for? We'll get back into that. First of all, and I don't know the order we're going to do these live, so you're just going to have to show up and see it because, you know, whatever.
Yeah, there won't be much of a format. You'll be lucky if I'm fucking coherent.
And there will be presenters, like an award show. It's not going to be all us. We're going to host it, but we're going to be bringing up people, faces you've seen before, people you know and love are going to be out there saying, and the nominees are. And this is right now. I'm going to say it. Yeah, no, that's a secret. You got to be there. So who do we got? What are the nominees? So let's start with this. Solo artist of the year. This is tell us a little bit about Solo Artist of the Year, Fatz. What does this mean?
This is the person who has held down the stage by himself, solo on his own, better than anybody else this year. They have done their singles, their album work, any merchandise that they've produced, all on their own, have been running shit. That's who this is.
We'll see who we got, and we'll give a little breakdown of why these people are worthy of their nominations, I think, as we go, because we need people to kind of, you know,
some of that shit's gonna be like a duh moment, though.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna see some of these and go like, yeah, that guy. But we got Stray.
Oh,
we got our boy Stray. What can you say about Stray? He dropped for this year because we're going. So, this is a thing that we didn't say, and some people were like, "That was last year." Shut up! I know what I'm fucking doing here. July to July, basically. So, like end of July last year through end of July this year. Just because if I did it for stuff that came out last week, it's too hard to vote. You know what I mean? And it's gotta be in a window. So we did it about summer to summer.
Do you want to know why this guy got picked? Because everything he's on is made better by him being there, from his own work to features to anything else. I'm trying to get this trending. I do believe that Stray is the Swiss Army knife of the underground. He can fit and do anything you want him to do, and that means he's got to be on the list.
Do you like singing? Beautiful singing? Stray can do that. Bars?
Do you like fucking bars? Stray can do that.
Stray can do that. Do you like
hashtag Stray can do that?
Yeah, exactly. We got people saying Stray is flames. I couldn't agree more. And I'm running everything here, so there's gonna be some. Yeah, what did Stray do this last year? He's guested on a bunch of shit. He was on the Cinderblock Saints single. He was on The Bastard Son. He had a great verse on there, and he dropped his own record, fucking Enjoy the View, which I mean, we're going to talk about.
That's just a blister. And it's not what you think it's going to be.
Nope,
man,
never is.
It's so good.
We're going to talk more about Enjoy the View, but Stray has had a great year, and he deserves the credit. And you know who else does? I'm going to give the next little bit of time to Keegan Grimm. Legion Realm's own Keegan Grimm, the busiest man in the underground, probably.
If we could have included gospel, I would have just given this category to him. Like, there wouldn't have been anyone else. I would have told you can't give this to anyone else. But
to be fair, yeah,
because we can't include fucking gospel in the list.
Yeah,
there are other people.
We like, there was behind the scenes for the people watching at home. There was behind the scenes bickering about whether or not gospel could be nominated for some of these categories, and it's just out of the window. It's not a personal vendetta. I love that record. I think if we had this last year, it could have been number one. You know what I mean? But
if it had a jersey, that shit should be retired in the fucking rafters. That is one of the greatest fucking albums ever written. But
not only that, have you ever heard of Night Owl Prince?
Chances are the shirt you're wearing is made by him.
And on any given day of the week, I bet you that you're going to have nothing but opportunities to buy shit he hand printed himself, even designed at Camp Zool 5. So that alone, that's not even music. That's not even what we're talking about here. That's just some extra shit. There's also the Cinderblock Saints EP that dropped. There's also his verse on The Bastard Son, which I made a Facebook comment about yesterday, just because it's been on my mind since March. You know, that's how strong of a verse it is. Keegan is a beast, and you're gonna want to see if he wins. That's all.
Keegan Grimm is the bard who sings songs in the tale about the warrior that he used to be.
Yes, exactly. Let's see what the fans are saying real quick. We got Keegan deserves it.
Clap.
Yo, Keegan Grimm is the Messiah. We got, I don't know what that means. I don't think you should worship any of these people in like a religious way. That's scary to me.
No, but he's a good ass dude.
I mean, I don't think he's going to lead you astray, but I just mean, like, as far as your belief system goes, be cautious, you know. Let's see who else we got. We got Keegan is out here crushing shit. Keegan out here crushing shit. Typos aside,
hey, I can't agree more. I got fat fingers. I completely understand the typos. It fucking happens.
Yeah, and I don't ever proofread a damn thing. I just hit send.
I feel bad for all my friends. They must think my fingers have Tourette's.
It's a weird rule to have. Oh, we got follow up. Not religious, dog. Just giving praise to a legend. Hey, we love you for it. We're just cracking wise out here,
Just
having a bit of
busting
fun.
balls. That's all we know how to do. Bunch of fucking old
Exactly.
juggalos.
What makes the show fun? We got next up Doc MF Gruesome. This guy, you know him, you love him. In the window of this awards, he dropped 2 albums.
Prolific. He is. That's
yeah.
the best way to describe him. That man is always releasing something.
And they're 2 completely different records, and they're both completely different than the ones he did before that. We got Too Late for Love Songs,
which you fucking love. You can't say enough about.
That's my shit. I'm a huge fan of that one. And then this year, just a month ago, roughly, we got the brand new one, Script Keeper, which is like a rap rock thing.
Yeah,
we
talked about that on our interview that we did. If you want to go back and listen to some old shit, plug. He talked about how it was going to be kind of a punk, kind of in a vein of like a fucking Rancid and shit like that, where it was going to be in a vein of older punk rock, and I think he nailed it.
Yeah, there's some of that in there. There's also just some like straight up like 2000s rap rock, but like really well done. Like, because he's a good ass rapper, and I don't know who he got on the beats for that, but the rock shit is bussin'. Can I say that? Are the kids still saying bussin'? I didn't expect that coming out of my mouth.
I think we're past the age of worrying what the kids say, sir.
Not me, man. I be saying I'm focused on these kids in an appropriate manner.
Somebody isolate that and fucking save it. I need it for
as long as you
future reference.
Part. All right, we're gonna move forward to low key. This category is insane.
This dude is always 2-3 years ahead of what's coming fucking next. Everything that almost everyone has done or will do, they're already about 2 years behind, and that's just how it is.
Facts. And like, we're gonna focus on this year, but I mean, just to give the flowers, selling masks, low key did it. Making big street teams that like changed the game, low key did it. Like, things that everyone is catching up with, like you said, like low key did it 10 years ago. You know what I mean?
And it goes further than that. This new shit that he's on of like really, really, really understanding how his Patreon can and should work. Yes. Like that's something that I feel like there's a lot of guys in our game right now that when they catch up with that, shit's going to fucking change. Because right now there's only 1 or 2 dudes doing it, and he's one of them.
And the way he's doing it is I mean, really, really impressive. I've been on there since the start. I mean, I create content for it, so I'm not trying to be biased, but I mean, he's got all kinds of original content on there. There's a new single from Batty Bat that came out today. You're not going to hear it anywhere else for like a week, but I've been listening to it all day. You know what I mean? Like, that's been crazy. And then on the music tip, he dropped Love, the EP that we're going to talk about later, but that's fire. He dropped Release 4, which is a compilation that's got new tracks on it and singles and stuff that's also fire. And then Algorithm, I didn't pronounce that hard enough, dropped like last month, and it's a completely different record than the other 2 records, and it's also fire, and it just doesn't stop. So,
God damn. Everybody wants to talk about eras and times when they were like, things were this good or things were that good. As far as a varied level of amazing fucking performers, I don't think it gets any better than the year we're living in right now.
2025 has been in fucking sane, and it's not letting up. But I mean, and we're going to talk about more records and stuff. But
can we say that? Everything sucks with the fucking music, and that's got to be at least worth something.
In the world, not in the scene.
Oh yeah. I'm talking about everything else.
The outside, yeah. The underground's on fire in a good way. The rest of the world's on fire in a terrible way.
I guess it's levels and degrees.
It depends what kind of fire you're into. But if you're into fire, get into low key. This guy's great, and a deserving nominee for Solo Artist of the Year. And who do we have next? We got SON, the boy.
When I say I love this man, I can't say it enough. The dude married me and my wife. He is one of my favorite humans on this awful, disgusting earth.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking personal, me and him, we just had an hour-long conversation on the phone yesterday that I've been thinking about since. He's that kind of guy.
But
Which is
let's talk
outside of
about
this.
music. That's just because he's our homie. Let's talk
Yeah.
about what he did this year. It's another page. It's another deep book in the lore of Legion Realm. And I hope y'all were listening because man, oh man, this story is so fucking good.
Yeah. The Bastard Son is what we're talking about. And if you have not heard it, you're dumb. If you heard it and didn't like it, I'm going to say you're also dumb, but it's rude to say that because it's up to people's taste. But
I'll say it. Fuck
what
he thinks you're dumb if you don't like it.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'll be the heel.
Yeah. That's fair. Yeah, I got to be the good guy, even though I talk shit constantly. But yeah, I mean, Bastard Son's crazy. SON was killing it on the Evil Across America tour with the rest of the LLE family.
Yeah. I understand we didn't say we were going to talk about biasness, but the LLE imprint is just, they're just fucking destroying shit right now.
Yeah, 100%. And they're going to destroy it all fucking week at Camp Zool 5. And SON has a crazy set plan that I've heard some stuff about that you will not believe. And it's just a continuation of this era.
So be there.
Yeah, be there. But, that's future stuff. That's maybe next year's award stuff. So far, yeah, we've got last year's camp performance. I mean, like within the window that this takes, I think we might even have last year's gathering.
We do have last year's gathering performance, and we have the final ritual that we hosted at the Samhain ceremony.
Exactly. And then the tour and the record. We do what we can, man. We're out here. We're really, really outside. We got Long Live Evil. We got From Front to Back. We got Umbra. We got Legion. People are out here showing their support for SON in the comments, and he deserves it. This guy's insane in a good way.
Maybe next year we'll consider like a people vote, but not right now. We needed to do this on our own first.
Yeah. So and people, a lot of people have been like, "Why can't I vote?" And it's like, well, first of all, because I don't respect your opinion. Secondly, no, that's not true. It's because we wanted to make it like seem like we wanted something official. We wanted to get like people that we know their shit, so that it was like, this ain't the homie award. You know what I mean? This is like the people paying the closest attention, sitting with a rubric and abacus and shit, and finding the best.
Homie awards, I'd be giving 3 to Flapjack.
Yeah. And instead, hey, shout out Flapjack. We got none for it. I'm sorry.
But what we
drop a record
before, though, like this is such an amazing story from Granicize to here, and we're only just getting fucking started. So buckle up, and that's why he's on this fucking list.
Yeah, exactly. People got some things to say about my rude comments. I apologize. Well,
do not fuck that. Nobody apologizes. Not my
humor. All right, we got Ouija Mac. This guy is always doing something.
Always releasing something. Like
literally put out a single today from probably his like 4th or 5th record this year. I'd have to sit down and do the finger math. Just did a headlining set at the Gathering. Just finished a nationwide tour with Sinister. Another Summer in Hell.
The future of Psychopathic. So that's what it
is.
This
is the current of Psychopathic.
Yeah,
I mean, like outside of ICP, who are
there is no ICP. There is no Psychopathic without ICP and Ouija. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, yeah, this guy is crushing it. Nationwide tours, bunch of albums all the time. Yep. Shout out Hell's Bells. We might hear about them later. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot to say about Ouija Mac. He's got his own imprint with Darby under him. He's got not under him, but signed. He's like basically next in line to ICP as far as like people that get the big boy shit.
Yep.
And I mean,
it's one of those things that like this is the blueprint, folks. This is how you go from being just an underground opener to how you make it. Get in good with somebody and really, 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 really ride for your fucking fans. And really fucking ride for your fans. It like if there's one thing you can fucking say about it, this dude definitely loves his people.
Loves his people. And I mean, like, just the output is insane. Like, I can't imagine having the energy to drop like 5 albums a year plus tour plus make videos, plus like do, you know, just put merch drops, et cetera, like it's hard to find someone grinding as hard as Ouija grinds.
And it makes everybody else have to step up their game too if they want to keep up.
Which is the thing that I want to say in a general sense. I think what this all does, everyone we're talking about, is killing it so hard that like the scene is so healthy right now that everyone has to be better. You know what I mean?
Has to be. No chumps allowed right now.
No.
You'll
there's
get
no room
alive.
for it. You just be not noticed, which is worse.
That is worse. That is so much worse than being destroyed on a mic, is like having the fans just literally turn their back and get the OG treatment.
Go who?
What?
You know, there's other people doing it better. So yeah, Ouija's one of the people leading the force right now, and you know, it would be hard to deny that. It'd be dishonest to deny that, honestly.
And that's why he's on the list.
Yeah. Who is also on the list? Let's see. We got one more in this category. We got. Wait, that's the next category.
Yeah, I think you missed one.
No, that's it. That's the whole category.
Yeah, I didn't think there was another one for solo artists. Like, did you sneak one in on me? I didn't vote for that.
No. That was the whole solo artist category. So, you know what? We're gonna just as a fun thing. I know we're not taking fan votes, but who do you want to win? Drop it in the comments right now. Drop it in the chat. We'll post a couple on the screen.
Disregard it.
Yeah, so we cannot put it in the votes. Maybe we'll do like a fan, like
I said, a fan vote next year, something that could and probably will happen. But we really wanted this to be really, really dialed in and just snug as fuck the first time. And
I think there's room for one like category, like a viewer's choice award. You know what I mean?
Something. This is literally our first fucking attempt at this. So this shit will grow. You've seen the way our show started, and look how it's grown. Everything has roots where it starts, and then it gets fucking bigger, man. It's just what we do.
Right. And this show is this show we're putting on this week, this next week. Can you believe it's less than a week away?
God damn. I've been counting every fucking day, and I forgot how many fucking days it's been.
Yeah, it's literally, we're doing this in 6 days, and it's gonna be the first. So like, if there's bumps on this fucking show,
treat it like Coke and enjoy the ride.
Yeah, and then next year will be better. But I'm not say we'll be bad, but I'm just saying we're all starting out here. I don't know why I'm giving fucking disclaimers before we even did the thing. I'll tell you that afterwards.
Because you live and die by this separate self-deprecation that you think nobody likes you, and we love you, bro. You're the reason why this shit works. You're my favorite editor.
I do what I can. I can't do it without good content. But you know what? Who's out here making good content? We've got speaking of content, music video of the year. Let's go right there. Seamless transition. Listen, some people say music videos, they're a thing of the past. They're washed up. They're old news. You don't need them anymore.
I disagree. Shit still pops on YouTube, especially if it's a well done video.
And I think for the art, I mean, it's hard to convey certain things in a song as well as you can in a video. Really, really good storytellers or really good, lyricists can do that. But I think there's also something to a video that can take something to the next level. And really, like, if you look back on certain music videos, look at like the We Don't Die video by Twisted, for instance, that encompasses an era.
Let's go all the way.
Yeah. Those are images.
Tilt-a-whirl. Fuck it, same era, but still.
Yeah, those are images baked into your brain that you go, when you think of an album, you go, oh, that's what they looked like. They were walking down the street, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, music videos still matter, and we're here to celebrate them. That's why we play them on the show. That's why we're gonna tell you about them right now. So first up, for music video of the year, we have Stray with Arson.
Oh yeah,
pretty like easy. Not easy is the wrong word. Pretty like simple video. We got Stray walking around singing the song. It looks like camcorder footage. He's got flowers. It just paints a picture. It's kind of gloomy, but it's pretty at the same time, which I think is kind of how the song works.
Yeah, it fits the pace of the music, and you got some fire every now and then. So
yeah, this is a good one. We'll drop a YouTube playlist maybe for people to watch these videos.
We should probably do that. By we, I mean you.
Yeah, it'll be me, but I'll do it. Don't tempt me. I'll make a playlist. Don't even.
I can't believe we don't have a camp playlist yet. I'm very surprised.
Do your own research.
Because I'm done. I've done that
Yeah.
3-4 fucking years in a row. I'm done.
You got the lineup. I got a lot of jobs these days.
Wearing a lot of hats, Robbie. Wearing
yeah.
a lot of hats.
Stray Arson, fire video, fire song. Get in there and watch it. It'll be in the playlist that I'll drop in maybe by tomorrow. But yeah, can't say enough about it. But this next one, Darby O'Trill. I saw the magician pull that rabbit out of his ass. Boy, am I glad the words were on the screen, because otherwise I would not.
You would not
remember the title.
That.
This motherfucker loves a long title.
Looking like some Squidbilly shit.
It's so cool, man. This video is animated by Killator from Corpse Circus, and with background. Yeah, that'd be a good interview.
I got to make that happen.
There's a record coming out very soon, which I think would be a good opportunity for that, as if in the production meeting that this is. But yeah, Killator directed or animated rather some backgrounds and images, drawn by Darby himself, and it to me it's like Beavis and Butthead meets like a fucked up Pee-wee's Playhouse. It's really cool. I'm a big fan of this video. It sets the scene for kind of the world that Darby lives in a cool way for me, because like when you listen to the record, it paints kind of a dirty, grimy image, and I think this video like takes us exactly there. I think it's really cool.
It fits it.
Yeah. I'm hearing someone say, "You're right." Don't even know about what, but I'll accept it.
You know what? Take it, right? Take the wins when you find them. That's one of my mottos. One of the other things is like the idea of doing something completely animated in the world we live in now. That is some hell. That is some work. Yeah. So that's one of the reasons why this is picked, because it tells a great story with the music, and there was an assload of effort put into this.
And one thing I want to make clear, this is the only nomination for Darby on this, is the music video, and it's because of the timing. The record came out August 1st, so it's out of the window. Yep. But I think Willow's a great record, and this is a good song from it. So shout out Darby. He is in our hearts, and I say that as if he died. He's very much still alive, and apparently had a fire performance at Gathering the Juggalos, according to Hell's Bells. So
shout out Hell's Bells again. What up, y'all?
Yeah. I love that you guys are in the chat. We got Clockworky.
Jesus, these fucking boys. Toy. They showed up and took this entire scene by fucking storm. Mm-hmm. What else can you say? And the song is fucking hilarious. The visuals.
Not enough people do like the exact story of the song in a video these days.
Yeah. This plays out like some Trapped in the Closet shit. It literally says what it is. And yeah, I love that you freeze frame on Kyle with his dick.
I mean, that is also, speaking of, I said it earlier, but again, shout out to Drew Smith, who did all the art for this. And he actually picked these screen grabs and did all that. He is just a dynamite artist. And
that's great. That is the best. Thank you, Drew. Yeah. That's I am going to see that in my nightmares. That is my new sleep paralysis demon.
And we get in the second verse with Bill as the fucking cop, and they it's so directly word for word what happens in the song, but it's pulled out so well. It's cinema. This is a short film, I'm gonna call it.
Yeah, fuck yeah, that's a great way of putting it.
So Clockworky, Temu sex toy, or Temu on YouTube, probably because sex toy would flag some things. But yeah, fantastic video. Go watch it. It'll be in the playlist that I'll probably remember to make. Next up, we've got Ouija Mac with Psycho Social. I thought this video was super cool. Dark Planet is maybe the oldest thing on this nominations list, as it came out last July. It just barely made the window, but it was a huge record. A really good Ouija Mac record. This video is really cool. It's him and a bunch of old people in like a dome. It reminds me of a movie I can't think of right now. So, drop that in the comments if you know what the hell I'm talking about. Yeah, I think this is a winner. I don't mean a winner of this category because I'm leaving my fucking thoughts out of it, but I think this is a winner of a video.
Was that a spoiler for your vote, Robbie?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, listen, I shouldn't say anything else. But yeah, no, I think this is a really cool video. A lot of Ouija's videos lately have been like a lot of live footage, and like we said, maybe it's because he's just working so fucking constantly.
Yeah, it probably
but
makes
I think
it a fucking bitch to shoot something on site when you're constantly touring, which that is not a bad thing. That is a credit to him because fans need that music.
We got some incorrect guesses at what I was thinking of that I didn't say enough about. We got Hereditary, nope. Midsummer, nope. Big Monster is from Stranger Things. Oh, that's not what I was thinking of. Kind of reminds me of Stranger Things. Demon in the background. I appreciate you. Not correct.
Everybody thinks that you've been watching too much Stranger Things, Robbie.
There's a movie with like a dome where these ladies go into it to try to solve a mystery, and shit gets really fucking scary and crazy.
If you could give me like maybe one actress, I'll know.
I couldn't, but I'm just gonna say it's Biodome with Pauly Shore.
Fuck yeah, with Pauly Shore. Go, you know what? Just go watch Pauly Shore or Biodome with Pauly Shore and fucking Stephen Baldwin.
Yeah, that's you know what, and then it'll be exactly what I meant. So that's all you need. Let's see. We've got Allah Zul Ilu Till We Meet.
Hey, again. You keep talking. I got to get my weed pen.
Okay. Again, this is really cool video. In the like way we were talking about the Clockwork E video, this is doing the stuff the video does. The video is about, Texas Chainsaw style human eating shit. And the video is doing that too. To me, it feels like a follow-up to the Axe's Family video. That's the way I've kind of always seen it.
I bet I missed this, but it gives awesome OG Texas Chainsaw vibes.
That's what I said.
From Joe in the wheelchair as a grandpa. The song itself feels that portrayal. Like, I don't know. Just the way Bill is like, I'm Billy Obey, and with Death I had just that whole little section, like it. Yeah, it really helps the story. Like this is what we were just talking about with Clockwork. It's very rare that you see the actual story just lay out without any metaphors.
Right, exactly. And I mean, you got, literally to the point of like, Lee Carver opens the door. Nice to meet you. My name is Lee. Just, here's the, it's spelled out for you. And I think that for this song specifically, that is the way to go.
Shout out Jared Savage.
Yeah, shout out Jared Savage. As I step back and look at it, kind of reminds me of Texas Chainsaw. Well, yep, third time's a charm for that observation. We love you.
Also did a little Hills Have Eyes, a little bit, maybe. I don't know. You can see the influences.
100%. Yeah. And then the final category nominee, the final nominee in this category, we've got Sulfur, Something Out of Nothing, SON. I've got a little bias here, and not that it's my vote because I'm not revealing those. But I was in this video, which is dope.
I could have been in, but had to leave before the video was shot. But where this took place is one of the coolest fucking places I have ever been in my life.
Yep. Legion Realm, HQ to some extent. This is, we're not going to reveal any locations, but
no, fuck that. If you weren't there, you don't get to know.
I don't know. Has anyone ever talked about the backstory of this video?
I don't think so.
Let's just talk about it a little bit. So, October of last year, Samhain Ceremony 5, 4, right? 5 is this year.
It's 4. It was 4.
Okay. Me and you hosted it, so I should know what fucking number it was. And then the next day for VIP, I know you're like, oh, for VIP, they probably had like a meet and greet photo, photo op and you could sign something.
We went to a fucking Gypsy Queen's grave.
Yeah, in a huge group. Then we went out to lunch. Maybe we went out to lunch first.
Yeah, it was lunch first. Then we went to the grave.
Food was great. Yeah, shout out the Order of the Blue Cheese. And then we went to a party, which turned into a music video shoot, which was this video, and it was a full day of activities. That was your VIP for Samhain Ceremony.
If I remember correctly, this is when you got nabbed, wasn't it? This is when you disappeared for a little while.
This was the last time I was seen for a minute. Yeah, this was.
You had a little problem. Somebody had to call your mom.
There was some trouble. Yeah, there were some troubles. If you watch the video and look at some of the imagery, you might recognize some of the imagery from. Yeah, from some of the people from.
I would
But
like to call these the Legion Realm All Stars. These are some really, really, really cool motherfuckers that were at this event.
These are some motherfuckers that bought a VIP, probably just being like, I love a photo shoot or and a signing, and then got like the day of their lives.
One of the coolest fucking experiences of your life.
100%. Legion Realm don't fuck around when it comes to shit like that. We're gonna talk more about that later in when we're done with the nominees, because there's another cool thing
So all
happening.
that energy that you feel in this video, that was real shit captured on that day. It wasn't a bunch of motherfuckers being like, all right, action.
Yeah,
it was just a party. It was just
no extras.
It was just an atmosphere full of the true fans of this movement.
Yeah, exactly. And it comes through in the video. Super good video, super cool video. Honestly, every category here is so stacked that it is goddamn impossible.
It was a bitch to narrow certain things down.
Yeah, really, really hard. Who's next though? We got the one to watch.
These are the motherfuckers that are up next. These are the ones that are burning up the, like, if you go see a national touring act, these are the guys you're going to see right before them. And they are earning their fucking spots, and that's why we've made this category, because we believe these guys need that shout out. They deserve it.
These are the rising acts that are going to be making their way. This year they're going to be maybe mid billing on a show. Next year you're going specifically to see them, and they'll be co-headlining with the people that are headlining today. These are the big boys of tomorrow. And that's like what this show is. That's why we started doing this to begin with.
Yeah, because we didn't want to talk to already established motherfuckers. We wanted to talk to people that were still hungry and grinding. Exactly. And I'd like to believe we've stayed as true to that shit as humanly possible.
Totally. Yeah, we spotlight the shit that is next and the shit that's now. But like, I think it's really important to us to have an eye on what's next and keep you informed, because I know not everyone's got the time. Let Daddy do it. You know what I mean? Let us go into the fucking caverns and find your next favorite act. So you're not just listening to fucking Riddlebox again. For the
not that there's anything wrong with that.
Great record.
It's such a varied from Mission Effect to fucking Hell's Bells, from the top to the bottom. There is so much great music happening right now, and if you are sectioning yourself off in just one faction, you are missing out.
And here are some of the people you might be missing out on. Or maybe we're just preaching to the choir because you're so fucking tuned in. And that's honestly great.
Good for you.
But for now, let's get into these nominees. We got Apollo Exodus. This guy's been crushing it for years. Legion Realm's own again. He dropped the Book of Exodus Part 1 in this window. He did Samhain Ceremony. He was just on stage with Clockwork and SON at the Gathering. He opened up their set. You can go watch
that performance that's burning up our fucking views.
Yep. This guy is a young, up-and-coming dude. Like, I think like mad young for real.
Yeah, which means he's only going to get better. This is just the beginning.
Totally. And so, if you're already enjoying the shit, strap in, because this guy ain't going nowhere except to the top.
Had an awesome deal with some people, I believe, at Samhain Ceremony for some primo joints.
He's got his own weed company, right?
Yep. I'm going to say this. I purchased some of the better herb I've ever had in my entire existence.
Wow. So not only an artist, but a cultivator of plants and a businessman and music. Yeah. So
if you're not tuned in, then you're already fucking up.
Yep. Get in there. Listen to some Apollo Exodus. Maybe we should make a one to watch playlist too.
Now that's not a bad idea either. And by we mean you mean you.
I still mean me. Yeah. We'll make a one to watch playlist. And
someday I may learn this, but that day is not today.
You know what? We'll get together at camp. I'll show you playlists and how to make them. All right. Who's next? We got Dead Camp. I've been seeing these guys for a while now, and they've just been getting hotter and hotter. They're going to be at camp performing. So I think I'll be aware as we go through this, but so far we're 2 for 2. Apollo Exodus and Dead Camp, both performing at Camp Zool. They, have slots on the event. So be there for that.
I can't believe we're at 5 of these motherfuckers.
Yeah. I mean, I missed the first one, but 4 out of 5 ain't bad. I'll say that. Vamp for 2 seconds. I need to look into something real quick.
Uh-oh.
Nothing bad. Oh, just yeah, say some stuff.
I know that there's a lot of people that are looking forward to their live performance. That is my favorite way to really, really get to know an artist, and I cannot wait to see what they do at camp.
100%. Yeah, I agree. Sorry, I had a personal thing I had to take care of. This is what happens when you do work, when you do this kind of stuff on your same time as your work hours. Sometimes
You were just so popular.
Sometimes your boss wants something and you're like, oh, I'm on a live stream. Anyway, beside the point, Dead Camp, they dropped Black Book Volume 666 last year. They just dropped the Lost Incantations EP. They are representing Rotting Flesh Records coming out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. These guys are
not a lot of love out in Pittsburgh. That's nice. I love seeing the East Coast represented in the horrorcore scene because there's a lot of good. I mean, I guess that's closer Midwest, but still. There's a lot of good shit that comes from that. It used to come from that way, and I'd like to see another bastion be set up in that direction.
Yeah, I can't wait to see these guys live. I've communicated a little bit with them online. Don't know them well, but I'm excited to go to camp and just kind of get to know some of these guys and see what they do live, because that's a great way to really get a good idea of what somebody does, on record, or get.
I just want to be waiting after everybody when they get off stage with a diff tug card, be like, "I'm Fats King. Would you like to talk to me? I'm Fats King. Would you like to talk to me?"
Yeah, I mean, we'll have cameras there. We could set up some stuff. But yeah, Dead Camp, very much one to watch. Very much worthy of a vote. I'm a fan of these guys, so I say check them out, and we'll put them in the playlist that I threatened to make. Next up, we got NGS. Dead to me because he's not coming to the event. I'm just kidding. No, not dead to me at all. NGS is a cool guy. He was at Camp Zool last year performing.
Yep. Yeah, he was. I was looking forward to him headlining our little event, but maybe next year.
He just dropped Fear Food, brand new album, came out not even in the window for this. It dropped. Well, it did, yeah, July 23rd. So take that into account when you're thinking of who deserves it. I honestly don't know a ton about this guy except that he's young. He's got a great live show, and I like his records. That's really the most I can tell you.
You know what? What else do you really fucking need?
That's fair. Yeah, I don't need to know everyone's biography to enjoy them. But someday, we'll get him on the show. We'll talk to him and learn more. But yeah, I think NGS is a very promising up and coming dude, and I'm excited to see what he does going forward. And yeah, go listen to Fear Food. It's a good record. Don't watch him at our event because he's not gonna make it. And
we can't do nothing about that.
Yeah. So let's go into this next one. Earlier we talked about Dead Camp. We are now going to talk about Dead Idols, also coming from Rotten Flesh Records. These guys are, like crew with Dead Camp. They are, they might also be from Pittsburgh. I don't know a ton about them on a biographical level. Yeah, I just know what their output is, and I know that it's good. You might know, for fans of SON, I've seen a bunch of them in the chat. SON did a track called Ribcage where he was talking shit to Skits Craven, and that was a song by Swivel Dirty from Dead Idols. So that you might already be familiar if you don't think.
Yeah, if you're not, then there's a great way to get started. But go check these guys out. That's why we put them on this list, because they are making noise right now.
Yeah, they just dropped a record called Dead Man's Lane. It just came out. They also had Dead Idols last year, their self-titled record. I think these guys are really good. I think you're going to like what you hear. I think you got to check them out. And then who's next? Sorry, I'm trying to read the comments. None of them are worth person on screen. Hell's
we've been talking about them in the chat this whole fucking time. Hell's Bells. These guys are just fucking on fire right now. Literally and figuratively, since they just came back from hell.
They're literally devils on fire, and figuratively, I mean, they're starting to tear the scene up. I got onto these guys a few months ago.
Same. You put me onto them because I was like, I need someone to talk to, and I have a rule: I don't talk to anybody unless I've listened to their fucking music. That's great rule. Real stupid to me. So
that's an important rule.
When he was like, you should check these guys out, I take this man's opinion very highly, and we had a little interview that you will be hearing eventually.
Yes, and yeah, it was going to be on this month's episode. This month got a little crazy, so it's coming up. We're going to include it in some camp stuff, throw some footage in there. To be transparent, I was in these guys' DMs trying to get them to play the Tuggies, and they can't.
Because they're playing fucking camp.
They're playing camp. They got the big.
They're bigger than us. They're bigger than us.
They're too good for us for our measly little show. Yeah. So, yeah. Shout out Hell's Bells, good guys. They're
father-son duo. What the fuck is up with that?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's when I heard that I was like, oh,
I'm interested.
We'd still play. You can't. It's illegal. We'll get sued by Zool. We don't need that. I can't afford that.
I'm not trying to see an angry super mutant of Lee Carver come over the fucking hills in a golf cart.
Yeah, I can't steal the acts. It's just not acceptable. But yeah, no, these guys are good dudes. Come check them out at Camp Zool. Check out their records. I think Advocate for the Devil, Devil's Lettuce, both really good records.
Yet another situation where these guys are really fucking good storytellers.
100%. Yeah,
I can't stress that enough. As far as like, if you really want to get me as a fan, man, make me see what you're rapping by being so fucking descriptive and good at your art. That's what you got to do, totally. And that's how you end up on this list.
Totally. And I think that's a great roll in to some other dudes who are just crazy on the mic. We got Siamese Goat God.
Jesus Christ.
These guys literally border on not being acceptable for this category, in my opinion. They are.
This would be literally the last year we could have them on this category. This would literally be the last time we could. So that's why they're here. Because next year they're going to be in one of those other categories, way higher.
They're kicking the door down real hard this year. From the Samhain ceremony, not Samhain ceremony, the Bastard Son record release party, to shows with Clockworks, shows with LLE on the Evil Across America tour. They just played The Gathering, which it doesn't really get bigger than that in this scene.
That really is the pinnacle, isn't it? I mean, no matter what shit you want to talk or do not talk about any event, that really is the pinnacle. If you can make it on that stage and not die, you're fucking gold.
100%. And yeah, Enoch's record, Acid Death, or After Death Acid Fest, always trips me up. So I got a bone to pick with fucking Enoch. I think he's a brilliant fucking on the mic. I love his stuff. Everything he does is hard for me to say because he loves alliteration and spelling things wrong. So yeah, After Death Acid Fest, fantastic record. One of my favorites of the last year. And Cartoons got singles coming out super hot. The last two he dropped 7 days a week, and I should have things pulled up so I'm not just talking off the cuff and getting tripped up. But Say Goodbye, the more recent one, these are really good songs, got really heartfelt stuff, and I think these guys as a duo are just a dynamic duo of sorts.
Can't say enough about the Siamese Goat God.
Yeah, this is I think they're going to make this category hard for anybody else to beat, honestly, because like I said, it's almost unfair to put them in this category with how hard they're killing it lately.
It's going to be interesting. That's why I think that's why we picked as many people as we did, so we could get varying levels of who and what we thought.
Totally. And honestly, yeah, that's why I got so many voters for sure. And the point of this category kind of is just like, this is just like a cosign. This is just like, check these guys out.
Yeah,
like,
pretty much.
Whether or not anyone wins, check them out.
Check them out. Check everyone out. Check anybody that we've mentioned out, because we think they're good. And if we think they're good, then you should probably think they're good. I know that sounds arrogant, but God damn it, I have a pretty good taste in music.
If we think they're good, you'll think they're great because you're a fucking sucker. I think that's what Fatz was saying.
I isolate that, edit that.
All right. We're getting into some big categories.
How's the chat looking? Anybody saying anything worth popping up there?
Got this one. You tell them.
I do. I tell them all the fucking time. It's the only thing I know how to do, even to my detriment.
Yeah. We got, me and Hot Dog were bumping Hell's Bells on the way to EPW last week. Heat Wave. So we got Hell's Bells love in the chat. So, I mean, I might have misspoke when I said it was going to be hard for anyone to beat Siamese Goat God in this. It might be hard for anyone to beat Hell's Bells in this.
I mean, it's one to watch, and we are watching these motherfuckers.
Exactly. It's going to be a death match. So come to Camp Zool 5, Day 0, see who wins. Are you ready for the next category?
Bring it on.
Need to go drink some water, do a lap?
I'm good. I'm high.
Right.
I'm about high as a building, but that's normal.
Perfect. Then let's get into group of the year. You know what this is? It's group of the year.
Yeah,
I was gonna explain it.
it's right there. It's more than one dude. These
Yeah.
are. It's weird because the groups are like everybody thinks that the solo artists are are like the ones that like are really good, but I feel like the groups. I'm trying to find my words. There's too many. This was such a hard fucking narrow down. But there's a lot of groups out there. There's a real lot of groups out there right now.
Honestly, this scene is built on groups from the beginning. You know what I mean? If you want to trace this thing back to like the ICPs and Twisteds of the world, I mean, this scene is built on groups in a way that a lot of hip hop is not. So it's very unique in that way.
I never thought about it like that. Look at you schooling me.
Yeah, I try. I just say stuff, and sometimes it sounds good.
Sometimes
it sounds crazy. Get out of there. But let's see. Who do we got in this category? We've got first up, Triple MFD.
Godfathers of this fucking scene.
Yes.
I cannot say enough about. Do you know? Okay, so like when you listen to ICP, it's a slasher flick. When you listen to Triple MFD, that's some shit that you should only see at like some Serbian film shit.
Yeah. That's the like you gotta show your ID and it comes in a brown paper bag.
Yeah. When you buy it, the guy at the cashier register, he looks at you kind of funny and he slides it to you. But that's what we fucking love about these guys. They're I won't say it's a secret because if you know the scene, you know them. But it's like it's dirtier. It's underneath a little bit more, and I can't say
enough. Skin crawl a little bit in a good way.
Sometimes some of the subject matter, if you're a pussy, it's not for you. But I can't say enough about fucking LSP, man. These motherfuckers and Triple MFD. It is one of my favorite acronyms. Make my motherfucking day. When the first time I seen it, I asked my friend, I said, "What does that stand for?" And he said it, and I said, "That's the coolest name for a group I've ever heard of."
100%. And like on a live situation, these guys crush. They literally dropped an album this year called Horrorcore, which we'll talk about again later.
And
but like
the balls to just that takes some real big brass ones to just put the name of the scene on your album to tell everybody this is what horrorcore is.
Between Scum and Insane Poetry, who's gonna say they're wrong?
Right? Like who's gonna disagree with those two?
Yeah, like, well, that's not you can't call yourself, like the horrorcore. Like, yeah, they kind of can.
They can, and they did.
Yeah, these guys are legends and they're crushing. And we're
L's in the chat. I want to see some fucking L's in the chat.
We got them. We got some L's in the chat.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, we got L's. And then, I can't say enough about these guys, just two of the all-time greats in this scene and deserving of this award. And along with the rest of them, and we're going to see who's next. We got super famous fun time guys.
I have never heard anybody take some of the most depressing subject matter ever and throw it over such a happy poppy beat. That, like, it's such a superpower. It's a skill that only they fucking possess.
100%.
And it's just like I sometimes I'm at a loss for words because like if you leave it at skin deep, they're kind of funny. But when you really, when you dissect their lyrics, when you sit back and actually, Whipstick is so fucking. I know no one's gonna believe me when I say this, but Whipstick is so fucking deep sometimes,
and so smart. I've talked about this a number of times, but like, there's lyrics in Whipstick verses that have led me to look up words and learn new words. Right? You don't get that every day.
And 8 Legs, like
maybe the best rapper in the scene, hands down.
Right now, I really feel like if anything ever came to a battle situation, like it would be like him or Donnie that would eat everybody.
Yeah, he's a hard competitor to beat in just straight up being.
And then the two of these motherfuckers are in the group. Like that's the group. These two guys are the group.
But not to mention Whip on the song, right? I mean, you know, with some of these like Dams and with a little bit of, I mean,
and
like
Stray. And here's a little bit of Stray for you. He's in there in the background, just lacing shit up.
One of my personal favorite groups of all time, just flats, hands down.
I'm gonna say it. If you take them at face value, you do not understand them.
Right. And you'll still enjoy it, though, is the thing.
You will. You can. You'll giggle. You go, ah, that's funny. But you're missing 90% of how great these guys are.
Which is that secret sauce that this whole culture is based on. If you look at like ICP and you go, oh, the dating game song or whatever, and then you peel it back and find a crystal ball, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
These guys are the
young juggalo. Nothing made me want to hit somebody in the throat more than them saying, I like the dating game.
Yeah, that's why I had to say it.
I like it's a muscle memory. My hand just clenches and I want to punch things. But like, thank you for giving me that one back. I haven't felt that rage in so fucking long.
That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to piss you off. All right, who's next?
Yeah, let's move it on. Moving on, or I'll fucking start ranting.
Yeah, these guys are great. That's all you need to know. We got Even Heathens. Speaking of legends, we got King motherfucking Gordy, who's in that same bucket as the Scums and Insane Poetry.
Their name has been said for so fucking long that when someone said, hey, this is a king of horrorcore, nobody batted a fucking eye because they couldn't argue.
He said that in 2005. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You can't be a king, Skits, the crown's already been claimed. Whatever, however you say your stupid fucking name.
And speaking of people that you know, you were talking about that dirty feeling, or you know, this.
yeah. This man, when you get done listening to him, sometimes you feel like you may need a shower.
Yeah, and the chemistry between him and Ill Temper on these Even Heathens records, and on like the new one specifically, Handful of Cancel, is
what a great
good
name. What a great fucking name. What a man who understands who he is.
100%. Yeah, and I think like signing to LSP, speaking of those other dudes as well, like perfect place for Gordy, perfect place for this group.
I had not seen Gordy since like Attack and Ninjas 2018, before we got to see him again at Sam Hain's ceremony. And when I would have done the show just for that. Just to fucking be there for that. Because Gordy from his solo shit to PDM to this group, anything this man touches turns to fucking gold.
I mean, I've been listening to Gordy since 2003.
I think the first thing I ever heard him on was PDM. I got to be honest. I heard him on PDM, and then I was like, I've got to hear everything this man's done.
I was a huge The Entity guy back when that came out, because it was like, you know, it was horrorcore, but it was also on like Eminem's old label, and he had done some production, and it was just like, what is this? And I was obsessed, and have been since. I think King Gordy is one of the best in the history of this scene, and I don't think he gets the flowers he deserves. But Even Heathens, and this is not to just only, you know, glaze Gordy. Ill Temper is also a fantastic MC, and these guys work really well together. Obviously, Gordy is like the known legend, but together these guys are more powerful.
That's cool on him to give this dude that rub.
Totally. Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, I mean, get in there, listen. If you've not listened to the new Even Heathens record on LSP, you're fucking up. Go get in there.
LSP's becoming a fucking force.
Have been, you know, one of the all-time great labels in the scene, I would say.
Yeah, so they've always been there. It was I remember at a time that it was Psychopathic and Subnoise and LSP, and then it was Psychopathic and Subnoise was gone, but there was still LSP and Strange, and it's just they've always been there.
Yeah, exactly. And
not to talk about something that's already happened, but I God damn these categories, man. This was really, really hard to narrow down.
100%. And it's only going to get harder with this next one. Speaking of groups, I mean, kind of, let's get into bands maybe and talk about the fucking Hooligans.
Ooh.
I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you talk about this for a minute because I know this is near and dear to your heart.
These guys, I have been listening to them for the last 6 years, and I have watched them do nothing but get better and better and better and better every fucking time they release something, every time they perform, whether it's a rock set, whether it's a rap set. You cannot go fucking wrong with the Hooligans. I've interviewed them several times. Just recently, I talked to him and his son, another father and son
Inferno.
deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Another father son deal.
That's
weird.
true.
Weird little gimmick we're having lately. But every member of this band is a talented musician and an amazing rapper.
100%. Yeah. And I mean, like the fact that who's doing both ever.
And from the mixtape album all the way to Dub TP, Limbus, fucking you know, I could sit here and just pontificate for hours about how much I love this band.
I said it the other day on Facebook, but yeah, if they play DDT from Limbus at this upcoming camp, yeah, you have every right to just push me over.
Oh, it's happening.
That is the hardest track maybe this year.
And that's another thing. Like I guess I can just put this out here. There are few bands that I go myself harder for than these motherfuckers.
Totally.
When their set starts, it is free reign for me to fuck somebody up.
100%. And not a lot of soundtracks that can compete on that level, in this scene. Like
they prove that there's a place for a band in this scene.
Yeah, 100%. And like, I don't know, it's hard to like speak highly enough of them because like that is a live set that like if you're going to camp, don't be outside for that. It's one of the sets. It's going to be one of the best of the whole weekend.
Any Camp Zool set that the Hooligans have done has gone down as legendary.
100%. Yeah, and it's only, I mean, I like with some of these Limbus songs, I just can't wait to hear how they sound live.
I'm looking forward to whatever they fucking do. I cannot say enough how much of a fan I am of these motherfuckers. And on top of everything else, every one of them are just really good dudes.
Good dudes, 100%. All right, well. Speaking of good dudes, let's get to this next group. Clockwork.
What can you say about these motherfuckers? It's another situation where if you leave it just skin deep, you're missing. You're really missing. And it's hard to go further than skin deep because it's a real pretty package.
Yeah, and it's, man, if you, I mean, you're 100% right on that because
Did you hear that, Billy? I said your package was pretty.
You can see it right there in the fucking image.
Yeah, shout out Drew. Yet another amazing screen grab of fucking Clockwork.
Yeah, Clockworky, one of my favorite groups. I mean, just boy, oh boy, if you like, there's some discussion of like the underground and like the Juggalo scene, and I think they're the same thing unless you're dumb or like. Unless you like Division and stuff like that, which I'm not a fan of. I'm more of a multiplication guy.
We all came from the same soup, whatever name you want to put on it.
100%. But the point in getting to that is that both of those communities agree on one thing, and it's Clockworky.
We like these guys.
You
want to know something else? And I'll just say it: their performances are fun. They're fucking fun. Is that wrong in this fucking scene that people can like have fucking fun and like really enjoy what they're doing and not just be so goddamn mopey and sad?
Well, here's a few things I'm gonna do at a lot of sets. Throw some rapper hands, awkward white guy rapper hands. I'll be all over that. I'll be bobbing my head doing some of this. Clockworky set, dancing. You know what I mean? And that's not everyone gets that,
Yeah, no.
Billy D fucking sings beautiful hooks. Kyle,
like a goddamn angel.
Yeah, Kyle makes most of the beats, which is insane because the beats knock. They both rap their asses off. If they're talking about buttholes or talking about the most brutal murder, it's all going to be great.
It's going to sound good.
Yeah. Exactly. They do everything with enough signature character that like it all comes out feeling like Clockworky and feeling like just some of the best stuff out. Honestly, there's not a lot of people fucking with them right now, and I think that is gonna show in the next few years when they just completely own everything.
Yeah, that's just it. Buckle up, motherfuckers. It's gonna be. It won't be long until they're doing their. Well, they're already doing their own headlining tours. They're already doing that. So go see 100%.
No label. affiliations,
Nope.
no nothing. Just
I
two
love their
dudes.
attitude of they go where they want, they do what they want, and that's something that's real near and dear to my heart.
100%. And speaking of people that go where they want or do what they want, we got one more group here who have recently gone where they wanted
And did what the fuck they wanted.
in
You
Awa
know,
Zulu.
what can you say? These guys have gone from being openers to national headlining acts, and in a very short fucking time. And again, sorry, hard to be biased, I have almost been along for the entire ride. I cannot say that I was there in Portsmouth. I won't claim that. But from the moment I have heard these motherfuckers, I have been diehard fans.
Yeah. And I mean, going from this has been a crazy year for them. If we're talking this last year, if that's what this, the category is, these guys went from, having been postponed for a long time, having waited for the moment for a long time, sitting on a shelf for a long time, to this year they've released an album with Mikey Clark, which we'll talk about soon. They went on a national headlining tour, only their label, people they signed and themselves, and booked
their
it themselves.
People.
DIY tour, which
and
you
was
don't
pretty
see a lot of.
Fucking successful, if I do say so myself. I went to 2
100%.
stops.
Yeah, they came. I went and saw them in Seattle. Fantastic show. People were so glad to see them, so happy to see them. Obviously headlining Camp Zool, and then Bill's got a solo album. Like next week, it comes out the same day Camp Zool starts, and then they're already teasing the record after that.
Do you want to know? I want to say something, and I know it was shitty to have to wait for as long as we did for this album, but I feel like there's this thing that nobody is expecting, that they've been making music this entire fucking time, and they're about to just drop it on us in succession.
Yeah,
and
I mean, we talked earlier about Ouija dropping a bunch of albums, and it's like we're looking at least 3 Zool albums this year, 3 Zool projects, with Bill's album and so on and so forth. Like they're getting to that pace where it's like we're not on the shelf anymore. Here is all of it.
Yeah, and then they've got a head start to jump onto this avenue of doing it on their own completely, and I can't speak highly enough of how well they have handled their business.
Totally. And like, I'm not here to talk drama, but maybe the best diss track I've heard in this scene in ever.
I would put that diss track right up there with maybe some of the shit that Ice Cube was dropping on NWA, in the sense of, wow, you went there and they're not going to say shit.
Yeah. And like, I mean, like, we don't get a lot of diss tracks in the scene, but when we do, they're fine. I mean,
that's not really the strength in this scene. It's not. Donnie,
and I'm not a drama guy. I'm not a beef boy, but boy, do I like fucking spitters.
Yep. And, I love watching somebody just shred a subject with their fucking with their words.
100%. Yeah, they did that. They've
done that. If you've had a chance to see them live, it is like nothing you have ever experienced.
And if you haven't, come out to Camp Zool 5 next week.
Camp Zool 5 tickets still on sale.
Yeah, and if you've not seen Zool at Camp Zool, if you've seen them, when they came to your town on the Evil Across America,
it was a good show, I guarantee it. But there's something special that happens at Terror Town.
Yeah, if you like blood and gore and just an insane, I've said it's like ICP meets Guar.
A level of theatrics that this scene has not been part of ever. We're only just now experiencing this through these guys. Our boy something out of nothing, and a couple other bands are getting on that level. And as somebody who loves that theatrical shit, I'm here for it.
Yeah, 100%. So that is groups of the year. We've been going for an hour 15. We got to get through these boys. Okay.
I don't really care. It's Friday. I got nothing going. If there are people still fucking watching us yip and yap, hey, I'm a yip and yap.
We got 15 of them right now. So yeah. And share the link if you're enjoying this. It's on YouTube and Facebook. But we got to get into this next category. Now listen, we all love a nice album. We all love a single. But what's right there in the middle? We got EP of the year.
EPs.
Yeah,
Nice
little
little
guys.
nice little 4 to 6 track little punch in the fucking face for you. Nice
Yeah.
little taste of what the artist might be doing in the near future.
No chance to get bored. No chance to no filler. Just get in, get out, send a message, go hard.
Mirror Mirror
And
was
we
an EP.
got
I bet you didn't know that.
yeah, well, they called it that. 11 track EP. But let's see. Speaking of EPs though, let's get to some of these boys that came out this year. We talked about 2 of them.
Oh shit.
Mighty Morphin Whackness.
What a super group. Holy fuck.
Yeah. Maybe should have been up for group of the year, but we put them individually. I don't know. That's on me if it's fucking a problem for anyone. But
I don't know, because I don't feel like they're a quote unquote official group, because you only see them in rare occurrences when they're forced to assemble.
Which makes it fun. And you know,
it's vibes from a group that we all love and miss. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, all right, I'll let you say it. I'll allow it. But yeah, I mean, you get these 2 groups are like, I can't think of 2 groups that would go better together in this entire scene.
It's peanut butter and jelly. You know what I mean? It literally just should be mashed together as hard as possible.
100%. Yeah, and
I never laughed harder than watching them cosplay as each other.
Oh God, yeah, that was. I've got pictures with them, and boy,
you
was
don't
that fun.
realize how fat and chubby Jacob's face is until it's outlined in silver.
There's something about people you don't usually see silver is, you know,
it's all
jarring.
It's definitely an affecting visual.
100%. And they got 2 EPs. I picked the first one just because, you know, it'd be weird to have 2 groups or one group twice in the same category. But on this one, we've got, you know, song about butthole. Or no, not buttholes, pussy farts. My bad. We've got fucking Super Spooky. We got Let Me Go. We got Pull Over. I mean, like, nothing but bangers, which is what an EP is usually. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm hoping I get to see these guys all on stage for a set at one point, because the 2 tours have come nowhere near me.
It'd be cool if there was some surprises that we weren't expecting.
I would love that. I would have loved to see them, on either of the tours, especially doing like at the float or at the last date of the most recent Whackness tour, when they did like a set, you know, where they did a bunch of their EP songs together. That's a dream for me to see that someday. So yeah.
It'll happen. You'll get it. Your grubby little mitts will get on it. They'll make it happen.
One of these days.
They like you.
Yeah, I do okay. You know, but yeah, so big fan of this one. Speaking of things I'm a big fan of, Low Keys Love EP. This thing is fucking furious, vile anger. Bile, maybe I meant to say. I don't know. Just, this is mean-spirited, wishing death on people.
I mean, the X where the O should be should tell you everything.
Yeah, and vibes of let's get violent, you know, called back. Just, I mean, this is a brutal little EP. This is not holding back. Fuck you music.
And Loke's really good at that.
He's really good at it. Yeah, this is one of my personal favorite low-key projects in a minute, and I think like, for him to start the year he's got going on with the Algorithm project, with the Release 4, he's got an Oracle coming later in the year, all the Patreon stuff, all that, to start all of that with this bomb was brilliant.
That points for a great rollout.
100%. Yeah. So Love by Low Key, fantastic EP. If you've not heard it, stop fucking up. Get in there. Give it a shot. We got Love Was Sick. There we go. I've been slacking on putting the comments up. So there's one. Next up, we got Stray. Enjoy the View.
This EP was so good, we had Stray on to talk about it.
For an hour.
That takes fucking skill.
I intended to get him on for a little segment. You know, it was like, oh, we're going to talk about this in the new music. We'll, you know, get on for a couple minutes, talk about it. And then he sent me the files, and I was like, nah, we got to do a proper thing with this, because this is something special.
I'd like you to do more interviews. You're really good at it.
I'll try. Listen, thank you. I'll take the compliment. But I also, God, who has the time? No, I would love to, and it was good to do some with Stray because we have a good rapport. Yeah, but to the EP, I love the ride this takes you on.
Yeah.
From the opening, like fun, nice track, a couple tracks, where it starts out kind of fun, and by the end, it's upsetting
It's
in
a
a good
wash.
way.
It's a wash in the bad.
Yeah, it's sad.
But Stray's really
fun.
fucking good at that. He's good at dragging you by your heartstrings through the story.
Oh yeah, exactly. And the heartstrings, the good and the bad ones. You know what I mean? I think that's why, in a way, he's kind of the perfect guy to be a foil to Funtime, because they are also on that fun and sad tip, and like he's just a great addition to that group. But this EP alone, like, this is not a long thing. It's like 8 tracks, I guess, including an intro.
Mm-hmm.
But
and one of them's a remix.
Yeah, which is a great piece in its own right. Like, it fits the album very well.
Yeah.
You got pop tracks on here, you got hard hitting hip hop tracks, you got sad, like, acoustic rap songs. Like, Stray is, like you said, Swiss Army knife.
He's gonna hit you in so many different ways, and you're gonna like every one of them.
Yeah, exactly. What do we got? Ooh, we're putting people onto stuff with this stream. That's the goal.
Yes, you should do that. You should absolutely do that, Boots.
Go listen to that. And you know what?
Shout out to everybody that's been in the chat. Thank y'all for coming out here. We really just wanted to like interact with our fans. I guess that's what y'all are. Thank you. We appreciate that.
Yeah, we want to set up the show. We want to let you know why we picked these people and why we think these are the right things for you to listen to and to vote for and to fucking come see it when we talk about it at the fucking DMAs.
Come see some plugins, bitch.
Yeah. What else we got? We got a couple more EPs. They've been in the chat all night. We got Hell's Bells.
The Devil's
Lettuce.
Oh yeah.
Super fun. I really like this EP a lot. It takes you on a journey. It starts out with these guys are selling weed, and they've got the call comes in to deliver, and there's all kinds of shenanigans, and they get there eventually, but you're going to hear some songs in between.
That's a great way of saying it. Shenanigans ensue.
Yeah, the best, most succinct way I could put it. But yeah, I really like this EP a lot. It dropped really, really close to the Advocate for the Devil record, but I think,
which is also fire.
Oh yeah, totally. But this one, something about the consistency and the tight little. Okay, well, I would choose my words wisely, but the succinct package that it came in really worked for me, and I think these guys are still at that point where every release they have, even if it's a single, is better than the last thing because they're like still getting right. Into that groove.
Yeah, like, well, I mean, Homie's been at it for like 10 plus years, but like, I love watching somebody slowly sharpen their blade and just get better and fucking better.
Totally. And then the fact that it's two of them and their father son.
Type in Hell's Bells to Spotify. That's all you got to fucking do.
It's got a Z.
Got a Z. There are Z's. Remember, there are Z's. 2
Z's. You can see it on the screen in front of you. But yeah, highly recommended all their stuff. And yeah, I'm excited to see what's next for them because, like we were saying, they're sharpening. They're getting in there. They're perfecting what they do. And I think a year from now we're going to be talking about them in a different way than we are now.
Yep, higher category. That them and fucking Siamese Goat God. They are really like 2 of my favorites that are going on right now.
Totally. So huge look, great EP. Check it out. We got one more in this category, who from a Diff Tug favorite, from a friend of the show, who you might not know behind the scenes has shot some of our most beloved content. We got Nasty
Inc. This is my little brother. I fucking love this man. He is. There are few who burn a mic up like fucking Nasty.
100%.
And this little gift he gave us is proof of that.
For people that don't know what this was tracks that didn't make the upcoming record, which drops in a couple days on the 1st of September.
Like it's right around the corner. It's right around the fucking corner.
Whole LP coming. But these are the tracks, there's 4 on here, that just didn't fit the style or whatever. You know, they're not that they were worse, they just weren't in line with that
it's
record.
crazy talking to him how he does that, because like some of his best work he'll tell you is like, oh, those are B-sides. Fuck do you mean those are B-sides?
But that means you're crafting a record, you know what I mean? It's like in an artful way where it all has to make sense and fit together. So I love that energy.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So Nasty Inc., Let's Get Nasty. Also, how in the world is this the first thing he's put out called Let's Get Nasty? He's been saying that for years.
Yeah, no, that's the catchphrase. He hits the stage, that's what we scream. You know, it is kind of funny that it took this long to get it in an actual he said it kind of form, but you know, here we are.
And I'm going to spill some beans right now. If you're a fan of Nasty Inc. and you're a fan of me getting off my ass and editing stuff, we've got a whole episode of Anatomy of an Album with Fatz and Nasty talking about the Nuisance EP. Is EP, LP?
It's
somewhere in between.
Call it an EP, but it's some of his finest fucking work. I'd also like to announce that we have another one in the can that involves a J and a 13, and you do with that information what you will.
Figure that out. That'll be coming down the line, yeah. But we've had this Nasty one in the can for a minute, and I just need to get it out there. But really exciting stuff. Really excited to hear the new record. Yeah, Nasty Inc. Great dude, great music.
He's running our fucking sound. How about that?
Yeah, how about it?
My little brother. I love that motherfucker. Love you, Nasty.
And then next up is the big one. This is the final.
This is the
final
big category. This is album of the year.
Boom. Now, to me, this is the most important. I mean, they're all important. Should have. Well, listen, not in the timeline.
It's my show. I could say it.
But I think that EPs are great. You know, up and coming groups are obviously our bread and butter. You know, group solo artists, that's big stuff. But I think when it comes to music, I don't think there's a more important thing than an album.
In a world of playlists and quick tracks, something that makes you listen from top to bottom, not skipping a fucking thing in these days is rare. And
massive.
It's power and skill.
Yeah. And I think we got some powerful, skilled people to talk about. Let's start with let's talk about this one first. How about boom, Gods of Evil Rise?
It's okay. Let's just say the first part. Mikey Clark. If you are a juggalo of any age, I'll just say of any age, and you do not know who Mikey Clark is, you have failed. You have failed your juggalo test, sir. That is a point against you. And
yeah, from 92 to 2025, he has been working with ICP. So if you don't know him, that's insane.
Yeah, you failed. You really failed. But like this, you know, in PDM, we talked about that too earlier when we were talking about Gordy, Project Deadman. Go fucking get familiar with that one. There's a homework assignment for you. If you don't know Project Deadman, go listen to that right after we're done. But
that's one you might not know.
But anyway, Gods of Evil Rise. We've been salivating, sitting back, waiting for this album to come. We have heard little snippets. We've heard rumors. We've been told how great it's going to be. We were not ready. Nobody was ready for how good it was. No matter how many times we were told this in a 4-year span, this was wig splitting.
And to reiterate what you just said about a 4-year span, we first had this album teased in November of 2021. It is 2025, and this is.
I can't even think that far back without my head hurting.
This came out. This information that this was being made came out before Camp Zool 1. We're about to be at Camp Zool 5, so that's how long this has been anticipating. And I don't think. I think it lived up to the hype. You know what I mean?
More than lived up.
It did the impossible.
Yeah, because there was so much fucking hype.
Yeah, and I think it was. You know, you hear Ala Zululu, Mikey Clark, you've got 4 years of buildup. It doesn't seem possible to even reach what that should be. And they did. I think they exceeded it. I think there's stuff on here I wouldn't have guessed they had in them.
And here's the craziest part about this, and I spoke with Lee about this. You can see that on a previous episode of Diff Tug. He said that having Mike was like having another member, like having another instrument, having something that they'd never had access to before. And it was like almost like features. Essentially, it was like a la Zululu featuring Mikey Clark was kind of the way he had presented it to me. And yeah, that's the way this is. You feel the touch of genius through the entire album, from the lyrics to the beats.
And if anyone like Mikey Clark knows how to craft an album, you know what I mean? You've heard it on some of the all-time greats, you know, in this scene, and to have that magic touch on a Zool project was just really cool.
It definitely showcased a side of the boys that we've not seen.
Yeah, so massive record.
Massive.
Speaking of massive records, we got another one. Let's go into Dark Planet, Ouija Mac.
If you like
talked
Ouija,
about him earlier.
Like this album.
Yeah, this is I mean, there was, for those who, you know, are not paying close attention to Ouija, there was a whole saga of the 4 elements that had to be collected between Trash Fire, Gutter Water, Stale Wind, and Wasteland. I flipped those last 2, but you know what I'm talking about. And they were all leading to Dark Planet, which we're still kind of living in that era. The upcoming album is part of that story. So this was like a pivotal moment in what he does, and it lived up to it. There's some of my all-time favorite Ouija Mac songs on here. Tropicana Ave.
You have featured something from this album on almost every episode we've had this year, for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, I've talked about, you know, the stuff that's kind of spawned from it, like the Temple of Ash and Sunken Church records,
yep.
which are like in that, you know, universe of the Dark Planet. But like De-Incarnation, if you just want to just hear like 2 Ouija Mac songs, you're like, I don't know about this guy. You want a little sampler, go listen to Tropicana Ave and De-Incarnation. I would think it'd be really, really hard to not like those. You know what I mean? Just great stuff. Great sad rap music, but it's not all sad. There's also like a bunch of like just party banger tracks here. So yeah, Dark Planet, huge record for this scene, huge for the Ouija Mac lore. Massive record. We would have been remiss to not
putting the scene on his back and carrying it a little bit.
Yeah. And you know what? Speaking of putting the scene on their back and carrying it, we talked about it earlier, but Clockwork E.
What a fucking album. What a fucking story. Holy shit. And this is one of those where we were talking about it, where you got to dig deeper to really get this. This is it. This is they've still got so much to do, but we'll call this a magnum opus for right now.
Yeah, as their second record. I mean, that's a crazy thing to say.
Second actual record, you know?
Yeah.
Let's just start
with a bunch of started with a bunch of singles, did Emerald Tablets, which was great, and then did this, which blew that crazily out of the water for me. This is sort of everything I would want from a Clockwork E record. You've got
and they definitely got past that sophomore slump shit.
Sorry, yeah. No, you're good. Yeah, no, not a sophomore slump in sight here. This is, I mean, just great horrorcore, great comedy bangers, just like hard rap bangers. Like this hits a lot of boxes.
It was a flex. It was definitely a flex. It was like, look what we can do.
And it is what can we do. And like up until this point, if someone had been like, oh, Clockwork E, like horrorcore, I'd have been like, well, you're missing the point. Like, yes, they're part of this scene. They are not that. And then they're like, okay, well, let's drop one of the best horrorcore records.
Yeah, like, let's just do that. Let's just do that like it was fucking, and make it look effortless.
Exactly. So yeah, I can't say enough about these guys. This is just a killer record, and I think if you've not spent time with it, you're wasting your fucking life. Get out there.
Yet another member that we've spoke to past episode. Go run up my views. You can watch interviews that I've done with these people.
Yeah, 100%.
Excuse me, that sounded more arrogant than I intended.
Yeah, it's your segment views. And we got, I mean, Catfish on here, I think, is a new classic. We talked about Timu Sex Toy earlier. There's so much like just Dirty Dirt Bag. This is an insane record. So shut the hell up and go listen to it. But finish watching our show first.
Yeah, we got a few more.
Speaking of horrorcore, we were talking about how this is kind of the Clockwork E horrorcore record. Why don't we just talk about the horrorcore record?
Yeah, let's just talk about it. We alluded to it earlier. We're done alluding.
Yeah, this is horrorcore.
I said it before, I said it again. It takes balls, and they're the ones who have it.
Yeah, and again, like
I beg you to dispute them.
Exactly. Who's gonna argue? Oh, that Scum's not horrorcore, and Same Poetry's not the definition of horrorcore. These guys, you know what I mean? Like, that Scum has always been a guy, and Insane Poetry as well. Once he kind of got more in the scene, guys who never shied away from calling what they do horrorcore. A lot of people want to call it the wicked shit.
Yeah, they want to put their own term on it, but we all know what it is.
Exactly, and it's horrorcore, and these guys, you know, don't shy away from that. They said, "Here, okay, you want horrorcore? Here's a record," and they killed it. To me, this is up there with the all-time best Triple MFD records. I would put it with Butcher Brothers and stuff like that as
Unsubbed. Like, yeah, this ranks right up there with the just the best of their work.
The chemistry is incredible.
You can't say enough about the chemistry of these two. I'm so fucking bummed I cannot go to Lights Out. I am so fucking bummed. We had all the plans made for it, and life just decided that I don't get that and camp. So, you know, I'll take what I can get.
It is what it is. But if you are out there, yeah, go see Triple MFD tomorrow at Lights Out.
I think it's tomorrow. Go watch them lace the fucking stage like only they can, and go listen to this fucking record.
Yeah, really, really good stuff. Two legends still at it, still crushing. And speaking of legends, you know, legends of today, legends of tomorrow, legends of my heart. We got one more, and that's the Bastard Son. Little fucking Umbra himself.
It is hard to pick a better record than this.
If you've listened to this album 100 times, you're still missing something from it. I'm willing to go on record and say, if like, there's still something in there that you have not picked up on, some little Easter egg that ties it to something in your life and also something else on the record. Like SON put so much into this record that we're going to be figuring it out for 5 years.
Yeah, and there are feelings, there are songs that produce these energies that you can feel the ritual. You can fucking feel the ritual that you're performing with something out of nothing while the music is playing. The perfect example of this is Tenebris. That is one of the hardest fucking songs I have ever heard in my life. And I promise you, if I see you in the pit when it is on, it is bad for you.
Well, I will be watching my back this upcoming next weekend at Camp Zool 5, where SON is closing out the event with a Bastard Son set. Which, like, a lot of these songs people haven't seen live yet.
This is another one of those records where there was a lot of buildup and a lot of hype while we were waiting for it to happen. And once again, every bit of hype lived up to.
100%. Yeah. And yeah, we could talk all day about this record, but it is excellent. And another one that if you
feel like we will eventually. Me and you are going to sit down with this one. It's going to happen. I don't know when, but it's gonna.
Yeah. We need to do like just a deep dive on this record, and maybe even with SON in the building, because it's a huge one.
If you can hear that, brother, we're talking about you.
But that's the categories. That's everything. We went through it.
That's all our categories. That is why this has been some of the hardest fucking deliberations I've had in a very long time. What do you guys think of the idea of this show? Sound off in the comments. Will we see you there?
Yeah. Okay, so here's a reason to show up in person outside of just all that shit and how cool it is. You might have been like, Robbie, you look so cool. You look great. Well, I wouldn't look as good without this fucking t-shirt. What's that? It says DMAs. Hold on. It says DMA on the front here. Listen, we got this.
That was mine.
This is Fat's own shirt.
You can't see it at all. Your green screen swallowed it, dog.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, DMA. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. That one's mine. The one that looks like a tablecloth. Look at that fucking image on the background. How dope is that?
Boom.
You want one of those, don't you?
So here's how it works. The only way to get this is to show up in person at the event. We're going to have QR codes and links for you to go to where you can purchase it on site. Online. We're not going to have it.
By the way, we've been flirting with this idea for a while. This is probably the only shit you're going to see for a while. So I hope you get some. Produced
and not produced, art all done again by Drew Smith, who I can't sing his praises enough for everything he's done for this show. Really, really massive work. Hit him up for designs if you want to, or don't. We'll take all the designs. That's fine.
Yeah, fuck that. But you should buy this shirt. It's fucking fire. And I don't even give a shit about it. And the money will go back to the show. It's not like it's going to go in our pockets or anything. Like
Yeah.
you should really buy these shirts and commemorate how dope this is, because like this is a first. This is a first. That's why that finger's holding up 1. Next year is going to be a 2, and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? Because you can't fucking stop the tug, baby. We are just getting fucking started. Can I say something real quick? I want to. Day 0, the whole thing started as a fucking joke because I live 40 minutes from camp. And to see what it's grown into and what we're going to grow it into, and to have, you know, backing and sponsorship, as it were, I am so fucking grateful to be able to be a part of all of this. And I can't wait to see you all. I hope you laugh at our dumb jokes. And hey, here's another hack. Come and set your fucking camp up early because you're watching us be dumbasses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And there's going to be, so, okay, another thing to get into before we sign off here. And if you've got, we said this was going to be an AMA. We didn't answer any questions yet. So if you've got questions, pop them in the chat.
Yeah, hit them, drop them. We got some time.
Yeah. We gotta move on soon, but we can do some questions. But first, we gotta promote this fucking thing. Boom.
Oh, the after party, baby. Come join us as we rage into the fucking witching hour and long past.
So the way this is gonna work is we are gonna have the DMAs, the tuggies, the awards, and that's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be a lot of fun. And then directly preceding that, we're gonna have the Legion Realm Camp Zool kickoff party, celebrating the freedom of Zool, the No Masters era, hosted by SON. It's the Tuggies official after party. This is going to be
after party.
Yeah.
How fucking dope is that?
We got an award show and an after party
announced, man. Fucking goddamn, ain't nobody doing it like us.
And then someone says mystery artist performance, eh? Yeah, mystery artist performance. I've heard some rumors and some things kicking around that
we ain't telling you a fucking thing. If you ain't there, you don't get to know.
Yeah, but it's gonna be fucking crazy, and you're gonna be jealous if you weren't there. You're gonna hear all about it, and we're not gonna stream it. We're just gonna whisper it in your wet ear after the fact and tell you what happened. But only if it's wet. If you have a dry ear, I'm keeping.
You don't get it. Dry ears don't get shit.
You're gonna chap my lips up with that. That's all going down 1 week from yesterday, less than a week, 6 days in the outside area of Camp Zool. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so fucking ready. I'm packing my shit like tonight-ish. So go ahead. Got any questions?
I got no questions yet, but
please,
times hat adjustment. I don't know what that means. Oh wait. Oh, with hat adjustment. No, I mean he's wearing a Zooligan hat.
I just wanted y'all to see the Zooligan logo because sometimes when I look at camera, I'm like, man, I can't see everything. So I wear dope hats, so I want to show off my dope hats.
Yeah, no, I mean Zool.
No, fuck no. I am not giving you any clues. Fuck that.
Yeah, we refuse to give clues. I know some stuff that not a clue to be given. I'll tell you that right now. But what I want to show off, which we showed it very early. I don't know if people caught it. Was the tuggies themselves, the actual.
Let's get another look at the tuggie. There weren't a whole lot of people in here.
Yeah, so let's see. Now we got a bunch. We got, here's the award that you will win if you win the category that you're in, if you're an artist. Boom.
That's a gold tugboat, son.
Yeah, that is the
what you know about
that is a golden tugboat. That the only way to win it is to be dope and to be nominated and then to be voted on by our esteemed judges. So it's too late if you didn't already drop some shit. Maybe next year, But again, and I've been singing the dude's praises. These were hand painted and hand purchased on probably Amazon by Drew Smith, and he'll be bringing them to camp. So
wow,
yeah, I mean this show wouldn't be what it is.
That is so dope.
Yeah, come out. You can look at one. If you are not an artist that wins one, I'll show it to you, in my hand, but you don't get to touch it. Let's see. Let me see if I got any good questions, and then we'll peace out of here. Love you, boys. Setting fucked up my body. Sounds great. Not a question, but we love you, Noise.
That's our French Foreign Legion. We love you, brother. I fucking miss you so fucking much. You moosey fuck.
Can I wear good shoes or not? I would say. Pick your battles.
If you
to the
don't
tuggies,
mind grass stains, wear what you want.
I will say I ruined a pair of Nikes at camp last year with Zool blood, so be cautious with that.
I don't know if there'll be chairs. You might have to stand.
Yeah. But yeah,
I might go chair.
don't wear anything nice to the camp set or to the Zool set, and maybe not the SON set, because liquids will come off the stage.
Yep.
So be careful. Let's see. I mean, I'm not. Wait, do you gather or are you going to Hallowicked? I have gathered previously. I did not this year. I think I'm going to be there next year. Yeah,
I may go to Hallowicked. Some people are trying to talk me into going. I may go. I don't have a whole lot going on this Halloween.
Yeah, hell yeah, get out there. Let's see, how long will the sets be for the Tuggies performance? Short. It's an award show.
Yeah, like we're like the music's there for fun. We're gonna have a DJ spinning to keep all the energy going at all times. But 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's not going to be
2-3 tracks,
half-hour sets. It's
no.
Yeah, this is just an award show where we've got performers, because that's what you do at award shows. But it's not going to be like a whole live set. Laura's going to Fright Fest, just in case people were curious. No one asked, but we love you, Laura. All right,
shout out, big
you got maybe 2 minutes to give us questions, or I'm getting out of here.
Ben.
Yeah. Are there limits on the tacos?
Fats? 2. I'm pretty sure 2. You fat motherfuckers.
Yeah, don't be greedy with the tacos. Last year at Camp Zool, I bought probably like 5 pizzas.
I didn't know this, by the way. You didn't tell me this. I'd have fed you.
Oh no, I mean, well, to be fair, I bought them on behalf of SON, who reimbursed me, but I brought a stack of pizzas. I couldn't wait to touch these pizzas. And then, we had the seminar. I didn't have a bite because everyone ate them up. So I'm eating some tacos this year.
I will make sure my wife brings you a taco plate straight to you.
Appreciate it. Let's see what else we got here.
They're free. They're free. That's why I'm not putting that's why I'm putting like a limit on them, because I don't want you motherfuckers making like 9 Chipotles and taking them home to your fucking broke family.
That's fair. Yeah. How did I not see the pizzas? Asked Jared. I don't know. They went quick.
Fat motherfuckers inhaled them, Jared. That's how you didn't see them, because people were eating them by the hand and fist.
Let's see. We got more questions coming through. Damn, Robbie, what kind of pizza you like? Literally all of them. Ain't a pizza I don't like. Maybe no
pizza topping.
No
anchovies. I'll ask your question. What's your favorite pizza topping?
I love just a plain cheese or a veggie pizza.
Cheese pizza reminds me of fucking dressed up grilled cheese, and it upsets me.
Nothing's better than grilled cheese. I mean, that's great. That's a great food. That's a classic food.
I don't know. Grilled cheese is supposed to be grilled cheese. It ain't supposed to be pizza. I think my favorite topping would be sausage. Like, everybody likes pepperoni, but I'm a sausage guy.
I'm more pep than sausage for sure. But you know what? I'm also a
sausage mushroom is like my ideal fucking pizza.
I'm also a Hawaiian guy. I'll go fucking pineapple, and I don't give a fuck.
I can't join you on that island, brother. You were alone on your ham and pineapple pizza island.
That's fair. I'll take it. But also, one else came to mind. Oh, and anything like white saucy, I'm a fan of.
Oh god, dude, an Alfredo fucking pizza with like a garlic white sauce and like some chicken and some basil and garlic. I am too high to be talking about this.
Barbecue chicken with the onions. Yeah. Okay. There's a lot of good pizzas out there. We all love pizzas.
Any more questions? Because I'm gonna go eat real soon.
Will the Tuggies have video after if I can't make it to camp this year? Yes. It'll be filmed.
We're planning something. Let's just say that.
We will say I don't know if it's going to be streamed. So
no. Can't be we're not streaming shit. We're not that good, but we can put something up. The plan is to put something
we want to do a little post-production, so it'll be edited and put together as like an actual video. So
we don't give y'all shit raw. We give it to you after it's been cut and processed, so you can take it straight to the fucking brain.
Exactly. We got a lot of pizza responses here. People like sausage, pizzas forever, pepperoni. So yeah, I mean, it turns out we should have just done a fucking stream about pizza, because I would have been more successful than
it's a bunch of potheads. Of course, all you gotta do is say pizza.
Yeah.
We've been on here about 2 hours. I think we've done it.
Yeah. I think we're good. So thank everyone for commenting. If you guys liked this, drop a comment after the fact. Can we
just get some DZGs and some DMAs and some Tuggies? I don't care. Just those 3. Yeah. Let's just see them in the chat real quick. Stroke my ego.
Yeah. And then let us know if you want more of this. You want me and Fatz to pop on here every now and then and do like an hour just talking about a new record or something. That like a little podcasty kind of. That's not what we normally do.
New ways to interact with y'all. We really are. Like, we love our show, And we love our side projects, but we want more. And I think we can do more.
The show is, I'll be fully transparent, hard to make. The regular show takes me probably at least 12 hours every episode to edit and pull clips, and like it's a long process. But we could do something like this if you want stuff more frequently. Not to water down the overall content and the quality, but just to have something to keep you engaged.
Yeah, every couple of months we give you one of these.
Yeah, just a little like a quarterly check-in, how we're feeling about things. So let us know if you want more of that. But with that, I would think we're going to sign off. I have been Robbie Pancow.
I am Fatz King, and I am not sorry for what's happened to you.
And this will do it for the underground, baby. Talk to you soon. See you at camp.
Nobody's doing it like the Tug. You can't fuck with us.
Nope.